By George Stephenson. He was among the many brave men and women from our area who responded to the 9/11 attacks. Each year, Stephenson rides in an annual EMS memorial bike ride, raising money for the families of workers who lost their lives while helping others. Good morning, Mr. Stephenson. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. I have to ask you, because you were telling me just now that you were there. You saw the rubble that was left after the Twin Towers came tumbling down. Tell us what you saw at that point and your feelings.
Well, it was very frustrating to get there. I got there shortly after the second tower had come down, and it was just a devastating sight to see. It was hard to make out what was going on because there was just so much rubble, as you can see, feeling very helpless that there was really nothing to do to be helpful at that point in time.
And that's something we hear often, is people saying that they felt helpless. Now, all we saw are the pictures. That's all we saw on television, but you were actually there. You saw it, you felt it, you smelled it. Tell us, describe that scene for us.
Well, it was very devastating. I was a medic in New York City for 20 years. I knew a lot of the people that responded, the firemen, the police, and the EMS workers, the rescue workers. We lost 343 firefighters. 28 police officers and 9 EMS workers responding to that call. And there was 2,700 people that died in the World Trade Center.
Wow. Now there's a bike ride that's done every year in honor of the workers who lost their lives, and the money goes towards their families. Let's talk about the bike ride.
I do the bike ride. It started actually when I first got here. It started in 2008. And I do the ride each year in memory of my fellow workers.
Right. And tell us about what exactly you guys do. What's the route like?
The route goes from Delgado College in New Orleans, and the bike ride comes up Airline to the State Fairgrounds.
That's a long ways to ride.
It is.
But it's well worth it for sure. I want to know from you, Mr. Stephenson, why it is that you choose to do this every year?
Well, I lost my partner in 9/11, and it's important to me.
Yeah. What was that like, losing someone so close to you?
Well, I mean, we lost a lot. I knew a lot of the workers, the firefighters, the police officers. I worked the Lower East Side for 20 years, and I responded with a lot of calls with all of those workers, and there was a lot of people that I knew that lost their lives that day.
It had to have been painful, to say the least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything at all you want to share with our viewers to let them know about the event itself, the bike ride?
The bike ride will be September 25th. And I do it, to try to raise money and remember the people that lost their lives in 9/11.
That's right. And for those who just simply want to donate, we will have some info on our website for the Mayflower Street, the P.O. Box, if you'd like to make a donation to help out those families whose loved ones have been lost helping others. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Now, here in Baton Rouge, a special grief counseling seminar